Hello and welcome to the next video of my LCK 2024 preview series. We're going to cover Hanwha Life Esports, otherwise known as HLE. A team that left a lot of people disappointed last year, alongside like Vitality, Team Liquid, and even Top Esports to some. They spent a ton of money. They got a couple world champions coming off of, a world's win, and in addition to bringing in Viper. And it just didn't come to fruition. The team just couldn't get over the hump. So they made changes. Last 3 years have been up and down, 19 and 17 in 2021. Last year, well, actually 2 years ago now, in 2022, they went 5 and 31 in a rebuild year, and then said, screw it, we're not rebuilding anymore. We're just going to go with what we have in our pockets. And they went 22 and 14 in 2023, but they ended up making changes. So Kingin is out from top lane. They've brought in a trio of Gen G players, actually. So Kingin is gone, Klid is gone, and Life is gone. Now, Klid, obviously, the Off the Rift issues. Life is now in the LPL, and Kingin's with D plus Kia. They bring in the trio of Gen G players, Doran, Peanut, and Delight, to replace them. Speaking of Doran, so the average age of this roster, 22.6 years old. Doran is one of the better top laners in the world, top 5 to 10. 23 years old. 133 games played last year, 3.3 KDA, 8.2 CS per minute, 55.5 KP. All solid numbers. He's one of the best, like I said, he's one of the better top laners, but he might be the best weak side top laner in the world. 21.1 gold share, 500 damage per minute, 22.8 damage share. Last year, he did take on a bit of a carry role at times. Gen G not using that at Worlds, though, which is why they faltered. Up 250 gold, 1 CS, 90 XP at 15 minutes, put up 42 solo kills, and played 20 different champions. Kesante, Jackson, Nar, accounting for 46% of his games. Rooster is on the CK squad at 18 years old, one of the better top prospects in the world, was in my top lane prospects video. In 104 games, had a 3.8 KDA, 8.1 CS per minute, 53.3 KP, 21 gold share, 440 damage per minute, 21 damage share. I don't know why I even hesitated. On average, up 100 gold, 130 XP, 35 solo kills, 14 champions played. We'll see if he can take the next step and maybe get an opportunity in the LCK in 2024. High Tie, 17 years old, on the academy team. In 55 games, struggled, but young player in academy. 2.6 KDA, 7.6 CS per minute, 51.1 KP, 20.5 gold share, and then the typical academy DPM that's out of this world, 581, 15 champions played. In the jungle, Peanut, one of the best junglers ever, definitely in the top 10, and currently one of the better junglers in the world, like Doran. Just, he can do anything, and he showed that last year. Better facilitator, but then showed carry potential last year once again, at an older age of 25 years old. In 133 games, had a 4.9 KDA, 5.9 CS per minute, 69.2 KP, and I think that kind of sums it up, right? Not very he's active, but not super active, like, a high 70s KP, but high CS. 18.6 gold share, 325 damage per minute, 14.8 damage share. On average, was ahead 195 gold, 2 CS, 145 XP. Had 20 solo kills as a jungler, which is high. 16 champions played. Vi, Maokai, Wukong are 59% of those games. In CK, currently they have Grizzly. Grizzly played with HLE after Klid got suspended. At 18 years old, 17 at that time, got thrust in. He really, it was kind of like the Poby situation, but I could argue worse because it was a longer set of time and he was going to have to play the whole rest of the year. And HLE, with all the expectations, it was tough. But I thought Grizzly did very well given the circumstances. Honestly, I didn't expect him to do that good. I think there's a case to be made that he was the second best rookie jungler behind Yike last year. You could say Hang was. I know I have in the past, but if you really think about it, Grizzly does deserve an opportunity to be in that conversation. So I have 54 games stat line here. 43 of the 54 are with HLE, and then the other 11 are with HLE and Challenger, so keep that in mind. They might be slightly boosted. 3.5 KDA, 5.5 CS per minute, 71.7 KP. Very average, but for his age, that's excellent. 18.2 gold share, 290 damage per minute, 13.6 damage share. Still had a lead at 15 minutes, 125 gold, 3 CS, 115 XP, which is great. 1 solo kill, 11 champions played. Journey, 16 years old, will be playing on the academy team, 31 games, 2.6 KDA, 5 CS per minute, 68.1 KP. What do you expect? Literally a kid. 18.1 gold share, 347 damage per minute, 12 champions played. Mid lane, Zeka, former world champion, 21 years old. One of the best carry-oriented mids in the world. May be the best carry-oriented mid in the world. Heavy resource, assassin player. Like he is super good at what he's good at. 115 games, 3.7 KDA, 9.5 CS per minute, 64.3 KP. That is, I'm getting my farm. Y'all do whatever you want to do on your own. 23% of the team's gold. Only 549 DPM, though, which is 26.8% of damage. HLE farming a lot. There were a lot of slow games out of HLE, which were Breon-like, where they just kind of stall out until 20 minutes and just farm. Up 105 gold, 3 CS, 135 XP at 15 minutes, 29 solo kills, 20 champions played. Azir, Yone, Tristana, 45% of his games. Yone and Tristana in there. The Akali as well was tied with Tristana, but didn't have as good of a KDA. So, I mean, you're not going to find many players with Yone in their top 3, but Zeka definitely is that type of player. Tempster, 18 years old, on the Challengers team. He's getting promoted from Academy. In 47 games, had 3.2 KDA, 8.6 CS per minute, 66.7 KP, 22.3 gold share, 683 DPM. 15 champions played. Loki is 18 years old and is currently the substitute. Played with the Challenger squad last year for 10 games. 4.6 KDA, 7.4 CS per minute, 64.2 KP. I could see why he is no longer the second player on the depth chart. 20.8 gold share, 568 damage per minute, 23.5% of the team's damage. Goes to show you how much damage the team was dealing. That 568 is only 23.5%. Where we look at Zeka, who had higher DPM and, lower DPM and higher share. On average, Loki was behind 520 gold, 9 CS, and 285 XP at 15 minutes. 1 solo kill, 5 champions played. Cracker, 19 years old, played in Academy for 16 games, struggled. 1.6 KDA, 7.2 CS per minute, 57.1 KP, 21.1 gold share. Somehow put up 735 DPM, though. 4 champions played, so I doubt he's going to be pressuring Loki for any time, but then again, Loki isn't dominating the world either. This is going to continue, as I say it again. After the Gen G's video yesterday and then this one, it's like every player is a top 10 player, right? Viper is a top 5 player. He is absolutely cracked. 23 years old. 115 games played, 4.7 KDA, 10.2 CS per minute, 68 KP. Life was not up to Viper's standard last year, and a lot of people blame Life for that team's falters. I mean, I think that you could argue that Life didn't help the situation, but HLE in general, very one-dimensional. I would argue the coach is a little out of his depth on this one, but we'll get to that. 24.8 gold share, 626 damage per minute, which is 30% of damage. On average, up 90 gold, 4 CS, 15 XP, 4 solo kills, 13 champions played. Zeri, Kesa, Zaya are his 3 most played. 52% of his games. Lure, 20 years old, one of the better prospects in Challengers. 104 games, had a 5.7 KDA, a 9.9 CS per minute, 72.3 KP. So they fought around him, high KDA, good CS, 25.1 gold share, 640 damage per minute, which is 30% of the team's damage. But, concerning part, on average down 50, up 50 gold, but down 4 CS, up 25 XP, So, meh at 15 minutes. And at an older age, against 16, 17-year-olds, you'd like him to be dominating to earn a promotion. 13 solo kills, 14 champions play. Keep in mind, he is no longer with Duro. Duro is on Live Sandbox now. Spike. So they had two separate Academy 80 carries. Spike, 19 years old, played 41 games. Looked very good. Frankly, I think he could have pushed for a chance on the Challenger roster somewhere. 3.6 KDA, 10.1 CS per minute, 71.5 KP. 26% of the team's gold. Talk about a hard carry. 790 DPM, 11 champions played. And then Pionchik, 18 years old, the other Academy 80 carry, 23 games, 2.8 KDA, 9.5 CS per minute, 63.7 KP. You can see the big diffy there, right? 8% KP is high. Died more than Spike did. Similar gold share at 25.9 and similar damage at 745. 7 champions played. Support role on HLE is deep. They have 5 players under contract going into this year at the position. Starter is Delight at 21 years old. 133 games, 5.3 KDA, 73.6 KP, 165 DPM last year with Pays on Gen G. He was freed from Brion, played a year with Gen G. Now he's playing with half of that team again. We'll see if he can continue to play at that level. He is super talented. 3.27 vision score per minute. On average, placed 7.5 wards every 5 minutes. 2 control wards every 5 minutes, and would clear 2 wards every 5 minutes. So efficient vision. Very good team that he was on last year, so vision reflects that. 23 champions played. Rakan, Lulu, and Alistar accounting for 38% of the games. Alistar being played 9 times, so those were the only 3 champions he played 9 times or more. Directly behind him is Bout. Frankly, I think Bout should be in an LCK roster or anywhere. I think he is worthy of playing at the Tier 1 level. 102 games at 22 years old with T1 Challenger last year. 3.7 KDA, 74.3 KP, 200 DPM. Vision not great, 2.89 vision score per minute. Placed about 7.5 wards every 5 minutes, control ward every other minute, and cleared 1 ward every 3 minutes. So vision not as good as, say, Delight's at a higher level of play, but at the same time, you're not on Gen G. He's on T1 Challenger, who actually had a negative win rate last year. 25 champions played, though, goes to help, scrim and carry ya, I'm sure. Another reason why I think Bout should be somewhere else is because of Pooh. At 18 years old, he did very well on the Academy team last year. 38 games, had a 5.7 KDA, 77 KP, 186 DPM, 12 champions played. Anti-Mage, age unknown, played 22 games, not as well. 2.4 KDA, 68 KP, 211 DPM, 8 champions played. And then 66-22, 18 years old, also played at support on the Academy team. So they had 3 different supports for that club. 3 games, 2.4 KDA, 72.1 KP, 158 DPM, played a different champion every game. And then lastly, we have Dandy. Dandy as a coach, based on Leaguepedia and the tournament results, is 29-43 in his career between the LPL and LCK and best of 3s. 27-43. Might be 29 and I miswrote it. So if you want to stat check that, you can. I don't really care. I know it's pretty much one of those two. 10-19 in his career in playoffs or regional finals. That occurred all this year with HLE. I should have looked to see if Score got a job somewhere. If he didn't, they should have picked up Score as a coach. He's familiar with 3 of these players. And frankly, I don't think Dandy... Dandy was the GM of this team, if I'm correct, for like the last few years, and we've seen the mixed results. So I would argue, hey, how about you I don't know, how about we go with a different coach? So I don't know, that's my opinion on the matter. This team's obviously very good. It's going to be there at the end, just like Gen G and others. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord. become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.